yourself, man. But that's what it's about. We have a laugh and a joke. I mean, actually, for me, that's what it's about. At the end of the day, we can laugh, we could joke, we can slag each other off. But at some point, we need to just talk football. I don't really care about being right and wrong and all of this, but some thoughtfulness behind why you're saying what you're saying. I don't really like the emotional. For me, I don't want to go do the emotional thing. You're not hyperbolic enough for the kids, DG. Keep it moving. They'll be watching when they're older. Hope so, man. Yeah, because kids aren't trying to have conversations. I hear it. I hear it. I hear it. YouTube's for the oldies and TikToks for the youngins. It wasn't hijacked. We were never in for him. It was an appeasement by the club to stop the kicking and screaming after fumbling these in a row. Gunner has always warned everyone. I assume you're talking about Lee. Shout out, Lee. Bro, I've seen the best days from 1989. I almost said 18. You'd have been too old. From 1989 onwards was my first memory of Arsenal through pictures with my pops. Big up yourself, man. Big up pops as well. This is why for guys like this, we need to get back to the glory days. You could be right, but Saliba's got all the attributes of a perfect centre-back. He's just been off the ball for a minute, like most of our 11. I hear that, man. I hear that, man. Also, the accounts reporting the Zubimendi hijack stinks. They're not serious. Let's get into that as well, man. People, we got 94 likes, man. I appreciate you lot support. I see a lot of you lot here consistently, but one thing you lot need to get in the habit is leaving a comment when the live stream's done, smashing the like button and subscribing. This pushes the YouTube algorithm. It's free. Big up the gaffer anyways, man. Happy birthday, Mikel Arteta. Have a great 43rd birthday, whatever you think of the man. More life and all of that. Arsenal look at Real Madrid's Bernabeu revamp as part of the Emirates Stadium expansion plans. Arsenal have looked at the way Real Madrid redeveloped the Bernabeu as they explore the possibility of expanding the Emirates Stadium. The Gunners have been at the Emirates since 2006 and want to make upgrades to their North London home. Renovations have taken place in recent years, including the installation of new artwork on the stadium's exterior. And Josh Kroenke revealed during an interview with ESPN last summer that internal conversations were taking place about further work being done. When they pattern it up, take all them Beyonce concerts and all of them kind of things, man. Standard Sport understands that such talks are at an explanatory stage, with Arsenal assessing what is feasible when it comes to expanding or upgrading the Emirates. That's natural. Arsenal have taken note of what other clubs have done, including Real Madrid's redevelopment of the Bernabeu. Can we take how Real Madrid source the best players and actually buy them at the right time and stuff like that, and what they're doing from a sporting success? Can we establish a link up with Real Madrid? You drop us a couple of players this summer, we'll give you a little discount when the time comes with Saliba. The game's the game, but that doesn't surprise me, innit? That doesn't surprise me. Naturally, Arsenal are going to want to do that. It makes sense. Whether it's more seats, there's more seats, more bums on seats, more money. This is what clubs are going to do. All this talk of Margard, Declan Rice, right? But at the end of the day, people, since the beginning of 2025, no player has created more big chances in the Premier League than Decky Boy. So, of course, stats are not everything. And you don't know me, if this was anyone else, I'd be saying that. But we got agendas to push, man. I'm not perfect. Apparently, keeping up the theme with the Emirates. The Emirates Stadium has seen, and this is what the XG merchants, yeah, they're silent about this one. The Emirates Stadium has seen the third least XG created in its season, only behind Goodison Park and the City Ground. Nottingham Forest are doing great stuff, but as we know, they're more than happy to sit back, let you have the ball. Sean Dyche and them man there when he was there, and David Moyes, big up them. They're not known for ball. What's going on with us? So we're not creating. This is why I'm saying, yes, I know certain people hate it, but this is what I mean by if you get Isak and Zubimendi and Nico Williams, and yeah, I'm happy and it does help, but there's a lot we need to do from a coaching front that needs to pattern up, man. Good conversations in the chat. This is proper. This is what's happening. And you know what? The next step is probably making a WhatsApp group or a Discord group or something. You know, we really need to build up the community from one midfielder to another. Martin Odegaard provided a hat-trick of assists as Norway eased to a World Cup qualifying win over Israel, with the Arsenal star hailed as one of the world's best footballers. Keep that form. Bring that form back to the Emirates with you, man. Come on, come on, come on. And then, yeah, you don't want to bring Haaland with you? Let MLS beat him up first, but he's calm. Arsenal are planning to offer Gabriel Magalhaes a new contract to deter interest from Saudi Pro League sides. Sources have told Football Insider, with talks over a new deal being lined up ahead of the summer transfer window, which should be on brand. I've heard that before slightly. I know certain people hate me speaking about Isak, but I can only do the job that I'm trying to do here. Newcastle have paused contract talks with Alexander Isak after he did not accept their initial proposals, with the club now set to reassess and plan their next move. Both Arsenal and Liverpool increasingly view Isak as their top priority up front this summer. Now, admittedly, I've given a bunch of reasons beyond the obvious as to why I think this won't happen. I just think they've paused it until the end of the season and they'll start. Bearing in mind he's got 3 years left on his deal. But does this give you any confidence that we could get Isak? I don't know. People, let me know your thoughts. I'm excited to bring up the Odegaard figure. How many tabs am I going to have with that? Okay, it doesn't appear that there's anything new there. What else have we got? And Mbeumo will transform Arsenal's attack. Do you lot agree with that statement? I mean, he's got 15 goals and 5 assists. He's got a year left on his deal come the summer, plus an option of another year. He's French, presses well, transitional monster, could play across the front three. I'm on it. I'm on it. Big Gabby ain't leaving. Saliba said he can't go until they win something at Arsenal first. I hear that, and I don't think they're wrong, but you're older than me, love Arsenal, hate the ops, man. You know things can change. Words only go on so far. And 2-3 years, if we're saying the same thing about the club, Saliba might have to say, you know what, my dream was to accomplish stuff. But boy, it is what it is. And I'm not trying to be like a bearer of bad news or anything, but it does kind of give me a bit of not PTSD, but it takes me back to, especially not the club he went to, but the language around when Van Persie left, the language around when Thierry Henry left, the language around that kind of early Emirates austerity measures type of thing. And Mbeumo would be amazing, man. Bring him. Arsenal want to be maintaining their strength and improving on it. And Mbeumo, if he was an Arsenal player now, he'd be an asset to them because he can do what he can do. He scores goals and he runs the flanks for them. He's not Stanley Matthews, pick him up type who beats people. He's not the type of winger. He's more forceful and penetrative. Pause. And might be the way that Arsenal have to go. So that one wouldn't surprise me. You lot having him? You lot having him? Semenyo is better. Don't let big up fams on TV. Don't let him see that. Semenyo better than Mbeumo. At what? Skills in that. I just like Mbeumo because he's not Salah and Mane, but the way he moves, you know, when guys are just savage, like relentless, like obviously Martinelli's got that in him, but I'm not putting him in these conversations. I like to see relentlessness, like they're hungry. Then players that are going to terrorize, not necessarily because of skill, they're just hungry, like they're onto you for the whole 90 minutes. I like that with Mbeumo. And Mbeumo is M product, and Mbeumo is a good headline for that. So yeah, man, Gabriel Magalhaes, apparently we're trying to get him to sign new deals. We're trying to reject the Saudi stuff and all of that. Keeping up the theme with Real Madrid. Real Madrid have put Calafiori back on their radar ahead of the summer transfer window. We don't have to. Of all the speculation about Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes, and all the talk about what Luis Skelly's done, I don't think for at least this season we have to worry about Calafiori going to Real Madrid. I do hope you develop to the standard that you get linked with Real Madrid because you must be doing half decent there. But yeah, what's this? 3 key issues Real Madrid must address before Champions League showdown. Who plays instead of Tchouaméni? Who's suspended for the first leg? Valverde is the only Real Madrid player to have more interceptions. Okay, that's one. How does Ancelotti manage player minutes? It's the Champions League they're going to play, bro. Will Real Madrid stars continue to defend from the front? Well, it could get long. We know they can play several different ways. What's Keon said here, people? Arsenal summer transfer is already done as Isak sends clear message. Definitely. I bet it's a case of 2 + 2 equaling 5. But let's see, man. Arsenal, well, let's skip. Martin Keon said just transfer is done. What has he said specifically? Obviously, you know, Sesko is more of a player that's easier to attain than Isak. He's an up-and-comer. I would suggest that there's already been a player bought and that it's already done from an Arsenal point of view. They won't be making this mistake again. I mean, the only reason I kind of believe is because you seem to be getting a bit more into the club, if I'm honest with you. Big up Wanyeri. What is this with Wanyeri? We know he's doing his thing for England's under-21s as well as the club. Naturally, Nigeria hope to poach him. I'm sorry, Nigeria. I don't think he's going to play for Nigeria. It's a Saka thing. Now, where Saka's concerned, people, there are rumors he could actually be back next week against Fulham. I know. Would you risk him? He would have been signed off by the medical team. Do you think he's not worth the risk? Please let me know all your thoughts in that. We know he hasn't played for nearly 3 months. He tore his hamstring. I'm sure he's desperate to be back for Real Madrid. Calafiori got injured during this international break. It's unknown, and we have to wait at least until Monday with Mikel Arteta's press conference for him to provide some sort of update. Although Arteta It's quite coy in that. We know he's left the Italian camp and he's done what he's doing. Can't hate the ambition, bro. Bare diaspora countries could learn from Nigeria, bro. I just think the Wanyeri one's a myth. Timber's expected to be there for Fulham. We all know he's had illness while he's been over on international break. We're not seeing Kai Havertz until next season. We're at some point, maybe for 6 minutes, we'll see Tomiyasu next season, but I wouldn't hold my breath. The same goes for Gabriel Jesus, people. Martin Keown, we went over his comments already. So, yeah, I must admit, Keown, they clickbaited you, you know. I thought there was going to be a bit more. From one Spanish player potentially being hijacked, before we get on to the other one, Atletico Madrid allegedly are reportedly eager to hijack Arsenal's move for Espanyol goalkeeper Juan Garcia this summer. The 23-year-old has been heavily linked with Mikel Arteta's side in recent months after coming close to joining the club in 2024, and he is viewed as the Gunners' first choice goalkeeper target as they look to sign someone capable of Raya. Yeah, man. Yeah, he did speak about him. Oh, well, James McCatery, who season missed really at City, he ain't really been exposed. Arsenal have been considered to be Garcia's most likely destination for a while, although Barcelona are also interested in completing a deal, while Atletico Madrid have now joined the race for his signature too. According to Estadio Deportivo, who claimed that Diego Simeone's side may hold a key edge in the race for Garcia, they are willing to loan him back to Espanyol for the 2025-26 season. Of course, they've got Oblak. Everybody, he might, again, I don't know, but clearly everyone sees him as a potential star of tomorrow. He's been linked with Arsenal, Atletico, Manchester City, and somebody else. I'm not sure. And how long would he want to be the second choice? We should be going for Trafford. English, homegrown, but again, he's going to cost a pretty penny, and you're going to be behind Raya. So does it make sense? But yeah, apparently we face a battle for him. Liverpool apparently are pressing for Isak. Man United are looking for Gyökeres. We're still linked with Nico Williams. Apparently Martin Zubimendi is being heavily pursued by Real Madrid, despite the Gunners aiming to finalize an agreement. Everybody wants talented players in it, really. Real Madrid are now pushing for Martin Zubimendi, as you can see there. They are willing to pay Sociedad the 60 million euros for the midfielder. Apparently, Xabi Alonso is going to be their new manager, so that might add fuel to the fire. Smash the like button if you have not done such already. Please, 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 folks. Real Madrid are now moving seriously for Zubimendi. The club is ready to pay 60 million for him. It's now up to the players. Again, they're seriously moving for him, and he's edging closer to the Spanish club, everybody is saying. And apparently Chelsea are ready to face off against Arsenal to sign an alternative to Victor Osimhen, people, who was linked to Bayern Munich. It is Mr. Moise Kean, people. The 25-year-old has had an erratic career, showing initial promise at Juventus before going to Everton. It didn't really work out. He's been at Paris Saint-Germain. He does have 15 goals in 26 appearances this season, people. And he scored twice for Italy in the 3-3 draw against Germany. He's now having interest allegedly from Arsenal, Chelsea, Spurs, and Aston Villa. He's got 52 million euros release clause. We'll have to see, really and truly, in that regard. Barcelona, as well as several clubs, are being linked with Francisco Trincão. I did a video when he was at Braga. I don't think he's kicked on since then. Apparently, the buyback clause for Barcelona ended in 2024. The Portuguese star has been linked with Man United, Arsenal, and Newcastle for whatever reason. Man United are aiming to be the ones to test it. But again, Amorim's Portuguese. Anything Portuguese related via nationality or the players that play in Portuguese teams, it's a bit like Arsenal doing the Spanish thing. Well, the journalist is very easy. Now, in my opinion, Motta got sacked. So expect to get linked with more Juventus players beyond, in my opinion, Vlahovic and Andrea Cambiasso, who Arsenal, Liverpool, and City have all been linked with. We know Juventus need to balance the books. And apparently the sacking of Motta means they will need extra income to balance the books by June 30th. So expect those links there. Arsenal as well as Liverpool are still being linked with Giro Hato, people. Real Madrid remain interested in signing Saliba this summer, and that hasn't gone away. Manchester United and Arsenal are keeping tabs on two Olympiacos wonder kids ahead of the summer transfer window. Babis Kostalos and Kristal Mozakakis. One's a striker, in it. Like we keep getting linked with them. We've gone over the that stuff. So yeah, people. And obviously, you know, the content always has the content. Make sure you go and check out the other bits and pieces when you leave here, people. Got Kenny Ken and the boys at 4 p.m. I might have to delay that slightly by an hour if the boys will let me. What else have we got? And don't forget this as well, folks. Big up my guy T. He's a very good coach, actually. He's coaching now. He's had a wonderful journey. He's coached at Arsenal. He's coached at Spurs. He's coached at West Ham. We spoke about youth staff around youth.